She has very nice white gloves on. A big thing that I always notice with gloves is if your pants are really white and your gloves are sort of older, they get that sort of yellow tinge, and it's really noticeable when they're not really white. So make sure that, you know, the insides are going to be dirty from your reins and stuff, but just make sure that the outside are nice and white so it just all sort of ties in. And then she has her show shirt on, which a really good tip actually is if you wear a white, just a white lightweight blouse in the summer is really good when it's hot out because it doesn't stick to you and it's breathable.
And tuck your shirt into your breeches.
Yes, tuck your shirt in, and you can wear a belt if you like with it. When you wear tails, it's good to wear a belt because your tails end shorter than the short coats here, so it really ties in the outfit. And then of course the stock tie and a nice pin. You don't want anything. Well, I guess it's personal taste, but you don't want anything like too gaudy or too bling bling. Like just enough. Like my stock tie, for instance, is my name written in script, and it's sort of like my good luck charm. So you can do that kind of thing. And make sure, a good thing too with your sock tie is if you have trouble with it coming up all the time, you can pin it, just with safety pin to your shirt. And then make sure it's all tucked in and all your buttons done up. And then for your hair, just let me do that up. So she has it nice in this nice little hair accessory, which you can get at tack stores, or you can even just get at any sort of accessory store. It doesn't have to be this one, just enough so you can put your hair in a bun and you can tie it all up and make sure you don't have loose hair sticking out. It's not very attractive. You're going in to ride a nice dressage test and half your ponytail is coming out. Like it's just not a good look. And for your helmet, just make sure it's clean. If your helmet gets wet, a good trick is to do put a blow dryer on it, like at a warm setting, and just gently dry it, and then it should be fine. So, and of course spurs too. You should polish up that silver to make you really want to gleam, and you want to go in there with a big smile on your face. Now our beautiful horse model here, who's being very good. She, same thing with the horse. You want them nice, you want to give them a nice bath, really nice and shiny, and polish everything up. If they have white markings, use that blue shampoo you can get at the tack stores and really, really scrub. It really pops out the white you want. You want everything on them to look just as good as you. And of course your tack needs to be clean. There's nothing worse than dirty, dusty tack when you're going in. And one thing to remember too is always make sure you groom under here with the horse, because when they lie down, all the shavings get there, and if you forget that and then you go in the ring and you see shavings, it just doesn't look tidy. And of course they need to be braided. So I use elastic. Some people use tape. Tape's sort of outdated now, but I guess it's sort of preference. A good tip is use hairspray so you don't have like crazy flyaway hairs. And you always make sure your braids are really tight, because especially down here where the saddle goes or your reins and they sort of rev a little bit, you don't want them to come out. So always make sure someone's at the ring with extra elastics and all that sort of stuff. So tack nice and clean. If it's muddy at the show, make sure you really clean your girth after to get all that mud off, because when it dries, it doesn't look good and it can also irritate the horse. And then a nice saddle pad. If you're going to have logos, make sure they're the appropriate size. Most sponsors know the sizes, so you're fine that way. And that it's nice and clean, that it's not dirty or sweaty. And if you're doing 2 tests in a day, make sure that after you've hosed your horse off in the summer and they've dried, really make sure you get rid of all that dry sweat, because you don't want to go back for your second test and they have all this sort of dry sweat lines on them. That's not good. And polos or white boots for the warm-up, they of course come off before you go in. And of course the tail, really nice. Have it all shampooed before you get to the show, or you can even do it at the show. And then show sheen it or Cowboy Magic's really, really good. And that it's all nice and brushed out.
Nice job. Line for us coming directly from Germany. Jacket, pair of shockable breeches, full sleeve breeches, and it's a great color on it, by the way. Nice. And a beautiful Irish Bear PK Polo windproof jacket, windproof, waterproof, and breathable, black shockable full sleeve breeches, and your vests. funky polo top. She's wearing a beautiful pair of Cadora breeches and our second size bag.